Welcome, welcome. Today, I'm finally getting to build with the new expansion pack, The Sims 4 Growing Together. Now, obviously, I had to build a family house to go with this pack since that's kind of the whole point of the pack. And something strange happened when I loaded into my game for the first time after downloading this expansion pack. I had two of San Sequoia, which is the new world that comes with Growing Together. I'm not sure why, and please let me know in the comments if the same thing happened to you, but I thought that was really strange. But doesn't seem to be anything else that's really broken with it, so at least there's that. So I went with a sage green exterior. I figured instead of trying to fight the green obsession, I would just embrace it fully. And I really, really liked how the outside turned out. I did use that sage green inside a lot as well. You'll see when we get to the furnishing. But yeah, I definitely took advantage of all of the nice sage green shades in this pack. Overall, I really love all of the new build and buy items, and the world is also really fun to build with. This is quickly becoming one of my favorite packs, and it's definitely making it to my must have list. For this build, I only used base game and the new expansion pack just so I could really get a good feel for the kinds of items that are in it. This pack is also making me want to actually play the game, like not just build in it, but actually play, which is very rare. I tend to not want to actually play a lot and just build. So, if you guys would be interested in seeing a let's play from me, please let me know and I might just do that since I want to play anyway. Might as well just film it. For the floor plan, I wanted to fit 4 bedrooms, including a guest bedroom. This pack comes with the ability to have friends and family over for a long-term stay, so I really wanted to make sure that there was some space in this build to accommodate that new feature. I'm really excited about it. I feel like that's something that I've never thought we would get, but now that we have it, I'm really glad that we do because it just adds a lot of realism and I think it makes a lot of sense. I didn't really have a super specific vision in mind for this build. I just went with whatever inspired me in the moment with the new items and all of the new stuff that we're getting. This is my first time that I'm only building with the base game and the new expansion pack. Usually, whenever I bought a new pack, I would just build with all of my packs combined, not really think about it. But I find that this really helped me to actually realize the new things we were getting and try to use all of them. Well, at least as many as possible. And it gave me a better feel for the pack as a whole. So I'm really glad I did this. And I think that's something I'm going to start doing every single time that I get a new pack. This new world is actually really great for building because the lots are a reasonable size and it's pretty easy to fit the houses within the surrounding areas and kind of make it look like it makes sense and like it fits there. I also find that the lighting is pretty good, which I struggle to build in most worlds that aren't base game because I find the lighting really difficult, but this one had pretty good lighting throughout, which is really great. That probably means that I will be using it a lot. I'm just warning you. I did go for a lot that made it near impossible for me to have a backyard with this size of a house, but I figured since there's no backyard neighbors anyway, it was kind of okay. We can just pretend that the little forest behind the house belongs to them and is part of their backyard. I really embraced the sagey green and teal color scheme throughout this house. There were a lot of objects in this pack with those swatches, so I found it pretty easy to keep that color scheme and I think it looks really good overall. Again, I made one of the bathrooms an obvious kids bathroom. I find it's a great way to add realism to a build and to make it look more lived in. And in this one, I used one of these adorable new wall decals that we got with this pack. I'm probably going to be using them a lot from now on. They're so cute. I'm really excited to use this pack when building with all of my other packs together. I don't have all of them, but I do have accumulated quite a few over the years. And sometimes I find that some packs are almost impossible to pair with others, but I feel like this one is going to blend in pretty well with all of my other packs. So I'm really excited to pair it with the others. I won't do a full overview of each item because there are many great simmers who have posted that already. But overall, I can say that I have yet to find a single item that I dislike in this pack. It really is a great one for build buy, and I feel like in general the Sims team has really been stepping up their game recently. Literally. And I've been loving the build buy from each of the new pack increasingly as time goes. So I think that's really great. You'll see me in a second put some infant toys in the living room. Obviously, I had to make this house infant friendly. They are still so new, and this pack adds so much fun stuff for them to do. But don't worry, I'll probably not add infant in each of my builds, especially after I've played with them. I have a feeling they must be really difficult to play with, and once I have, I'll probably get so sick of them. I know that's what happened with toddlers, so don't worry, I'm not going to start putting infants in every single build from now on. By the way, I'm so sorry I didn't post this on Saturday like I said I would. I'm still very new to this YouTube thing, and I really underestimated how long it takes me to make these videos. I've gotten quite used to editing my TikToks, and I forget that YouTube videos take me much, much longer to do. So I'm really sorry. I don't think I'm quite at the point where I can post twice a week, but that's okay. Once a week will work for now. I do have a lot of things planned for this channel, and I'm really excited about it. So I would really appreciate if you guys subscribed and turned on your notifications. It really warms my heart every single time I get a new subscriber or a new like or a new comment. So thank you to everyone that does. It really does mean a lot to me. And also, speaking of comments, because I am such a small creator, I do see all of the comments and suggestions. So if you guys have an idea for a build challenge or anything like that, just let me know, and chances are I will probably see them and do them. Any new idea is greatly appreciated. I do want to make sure that my builds don't end up always being the same, so challenges are a really great way to add some variety. Now, if at any point you see me do things like add money a special way or change the light color or even the way that my build by menu is displayed and you're wondering how to do that, these are all thanks to some of the mods that I use. I do have a list of all my mods in the description. I've never used CC. Well, I've used Cast CC. I don't anymore, but I've never ever used Build CC, and I don't think I ever will. I find that I build a lot for the gallery, and to me, then if I use Build CC, it makes it really hard for other people to download it. So unless I'm doing a special challenge video where I'm forcing myself to use CC, you can always assume that my builds are CC free. In the parents' bedroom, I did add a TV. I never do that. We weren't really a TV in the bedroom kind of family growing up, but I figured now that Sims can sit and watch TV from their bed, why not? I made 2 kids' bedroom in this house, one purple kids' room using some of the new stuff from the base game update and also the new pack, and then an infant bedroom. I will say the fact that some of the stuff in this pack matches the stuff from the update perfectly makes me a bit disappointed because it looks like we should have probably gotten them in the update instead, and I think it's a bit sad that we didn't. Now the build is coming to an end, and I know that it's really fast and spinny, so I'll jump into the game and give you guys a tour. So when you walk in, you're met with this little entrance table. I feel like you guys will probably start to notice that my entrances all look the same. Then there's this little corridor, and it leads to the fake backyard. And then here is the guest bedroom. Like I said, now our Sims can actually have real guests over, so there is an actual use for guest bedrooms, which I think is really nice. And then there's this bathroom, all bathroom that I'm guessing the guest can use. I use this new piano, I love it. And here you can walk to the living room, which again, very kid friendly. I've been loving doing that lately. And then the kitchen and dining. It's a shame that we didn't get cabinets in this. I really wish we would have. The parents' bedroom with the TV, like I said, and then they have a little ensuite bathroom. Well, little. It's a pretty big ensuite bathroom, actually. Then over here to the right is the purple kids' bedroom. I think this one turned out really cute. I really like it. And then here is the quote-unquote kids' bathroom. I know the infants don't use a potty, but I figured might as well have them right away. And here's the infant bedroom. That's it for the build, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed, and please let me know in the comments if you've bought the pack already or if you want to buy it once it goes on sale. I'd be really curious to know. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.